All right, guys, welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best skills for PVE, mainly crowd, going through mobs and stuff like that in there. This is not necessarily just for like a villain, you know, that would be maybe a separate video. But for this is for you to help you get through the story, and or maybe in training grounds. This would be also valuable in training grounds because you're dealing with killing mobs. Now, this is the skill rotation. Now, it was very important that the rotation that I came up with had certain things that it needed to cover, okay? First thing was I needed to get my ultimate fast. Second thing was I needed to do a good amount of damage. And third is I need to be able to spam them, okay? So with all those three things, let's get right into it. First one is the morale boost. Now this one was very important because this right here, it increases your attack, but it also increases your ultimate gauge recovery. Now your attack increases for 20.6 seconds for 12 seconds. So it increases by 20.6% for 12 seconds, but your ultimate gauge recovery increases by 18.4%. That is a must, guys. There's no arguing about it. You have to have this at your number one. For number two, guys, I went with the Impaling Brake. The reason why I went with this one is because it marks your targets. Now, once the targets are marked, it increases the next skill's damage by 30% if the attack is made by 5 seconds. So with that being said, the third skill I went with is the Swift Strike class, and it's called the Laceration Wheel. Now, the third skill in here can be switched out. You can go ahead and switch out and replace it with this one, the Fatal Pull. It's a low cooldown, 6.1 seconds. It's up to you whether you want to do it, if you want that laceration effect, or you just want to stack more rupture. For me, I went with the Laceration Wheel, and I'm not regretting it. I'm actually really enjoying it. This one decreases HP recovery by 50% for 7 seconds and does damage on targets relative to 133.7% of attack per second. This one really comes in handy towards the end, like Dark Domain Part 2, when you're going up against mobs that just seem like they take forever to kill. And this right here, it's going to be able to continuously do damage even though you're not fighting them anymore. The damage on target is just, it's a must for me, and I really enjoyed it. Now, for the fourth skill we're going to be using is the Untouchable. This is one of the Involved Hunter class skills. This one is, the reason why I went with this one and not one of the other ones is because look at the cooldown. The cooldown is 12.4 seconds. The stamina is low as well. And even though the guard break is the lowest, I'm able to spam this more than I would be able to spam some of the better classes. Over there, that's 27. This one is 22 in the cooldown. So, and later on, you're going to see why I chose the Evolved Hunter skills with the lowest cooldown, okay? Now, the fifth one, the last one, is another Evolved Hunter. And another low cooldown one version of it is 12.1. Required stamina is 21. But this one has a high guard break. And look at the damage, 653. If you have Eyes of Osiris, these last two skills are going to do even way more damage. That's why Eyes of Osiris is definitely the best gear, and it's OP. Hands down. Don't care what you say. Well tested, well approved. That's the one. I'm a pro. Take my advice. Trust me, guys. That's the one you want to go with. Because I wish I had it so bad. But so the reason why I have the two Evolved Hunter skills at the very end, right? And I both have them as the low cooldown is because if you go down to the specialization tree and you look at the Animal Instinct active trait, right? This one is evolves using a Evolved Hunter class skill 3 times, recovers the ultimate gauge recovery by 4.5%. Now, keep in mind, I'm only at level 3 out of 10. So once we get this at 10 out of 10, what are we looking at here? Maybe what, 20%? 15 to 20% increase? I'm liking that. Every time I use it 3 times. So that's why it's very important that you use Evolved Hunter, both of them, and with those low skills, so you're able to spam that skill set. The other thing in here that I'm going to add is the Swift Strike. Using a target skill decreases the cooldown of Evolved Hunter class skill by 1.5%. So that is going to decrease the cooldown of those evolved hunters by a little. You know, it's short, but you're going to be able to use those even faster, making you able to use 3 of them more quickly, thus getting the ultimate faster. And that's what we want to get. We want to make sure that we get Wolverine's ultimate, because Wolverine's ultimate is just OP. If we look down here at Wolverine's ultimate, once you use the ultimate, you recover HP, so you heal yourself by 20% for 4 seconds. It also increases your attack by 10% for 12 seconds, and then increases your movement speed by 20% for 12 seconds. Guard break immunity for 12 seconds, becomes immune to debuffs and immobility for 12 seconds. Guard disability immunity, activates hot claws for 12 seconds, and then debuffs apply for laceration while hot claw is active, decreases by 50%. I mean, look at all this stuff that the ultimate does. Like, come on, you have to get this ultimate as much as you can, as quickly as possible. This skill set right here that I have will do it, and you're doing a good amount of damage. You'll be able to spam these skills, and I'm loving this. And it's, once I went into this, I've never looked back. This right here, I recommend you guys give this one a shot. Let me know what you guys think. And like I've always said, you can switch out that third one for the faster pull, another adamantium claws. It's all up to you guys. Let me know what you guys come up with. This is, you know, I've got a lot of questions recently in the last day about, yeah, I mean, thanks for doing the skills, best skills. We want to see what's the best skills for PvE only, and if you can add a rotation. So this is the best skills for PvE, and here is the rotation that I recommend you guys give a shot and try. If you guys want to see another type of video like this, make sure you guys comment down below, join the Discord, like and subscribe, hit that bell notification button to stay updated with all MFR news and breaking stuff. And until next time, guys, have a great day.